Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phil the Conquistadork. Welcome back to Phil Plays A Porno, Sakura Shrine Girls, where we last left off, I admit, two cat chicks. One was in the temple where, admittedly, maybe that's where she belongs. The other one was in my bedroom, where she also belongs, but for different reasons. Let's find out what happens next. After some sleep and some time spent thinking, I've managed to collect my thoughts. It just has to be some sort of joke. Grandpa was the one who sent me to that shrine where I saw that strange girl, and that other girl who managed to get into our house. He would have let her in earlier or something. I was right near the front door, and I would have heard if someone had gone up the stairs. Those damn things creak like crazy if you put any weight on them at all. So, with all that in mind, tig ol' biddies. School is starting today, so this will give me something to take my mind off of what is happening. I have to go back to those shrines eventually, that is just a given. But if I see those girls again, the best thing to do is to not react to those fake tails and ears they're wearing. After all, since this is all some sort of joke, the last thing I want to do is give my grandpa the satisfaction of throwing me off. He knows that I'm a skeptic, so he must be playing a joke on me. Ah well, he's probably just bored. So I don't see any point in making a big deal out of it. Now then, let's see what this school looks like. Cat girls! Cat girls everywhere! Oh. Arriving out the front, it looks like any other academy I've been to. Kinda busy, nice gardens maintained by the students. Just an ordinary academy in an ordinary suburb. Not particularly exciting, but it's not particularly unfamiliar either. I should be able to settle into here just fine. I arrive at my class without any incident. No bombs or people trying to murder me or kidnap me like in Mexico City or anything. No incidents whatsoever. Now then, students, this is Toru Akita. Please treat him with respect. You can see my empty classroom where there are no people whatsoever. We need to tell the spirits to treat you with respect. I hope we can all get along. Now then, where to put you? How about in my ass? You can sit in the middle. Sounds fine. People seem to think that you have to sit up the back to avoid attention. But the truth is that you actually stand out if you deliberately pick seats up the back. Up the back. So the middle is ideal. That way you're just one face among the crowd. As I take my seat, a shiver goes up my spine suddenly. Is something wrong, Toru? You just shuddered then. Thank you for noticing, teacher. No, everything's fine. It's that feeling again. The person sitting in front of me is a girl with black hair. Wait, is that... What? Look on her face! Like she's so put off. Like I'm the freak here. A brushy black tail sticks out just above her skirt, or a purple one, whatever. It's tip-colored a bright white. I look around, trying to see if anyone else has noticed it. But no one else is looking. I turn to the seat to my left, trying to get the students' attention. No. A pair of snow white cat ears stick out from her silver hair. First off, I think it's more weird that she has silver hair, but right on. Are you really okay, Toru? You look pale. Then the teacher's ears perked up, or some goddamn thing. Something has to happen. Neither of them are looking at me. There's just some strange, uncomfortable atmosphere here. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. No, please don't worry about me. Go ahead. With whatever the fuck we were doing. Some time passes in this awkward atmosphere. I'm just sitting here, desperately trying to work out what's happening. No one else can see their tails or ears, I'm sure of that. Well then, would anyone like to volunteer to show Toru around the academy? This is not... Before I can finish speaking, someone immediately stands up. Please allow me to escort him, says the unusual girl. Then someone else stands up. The uninvited girl, which, whatever the fuck that means, I'd like to show him around. The two of them exchange looks with each other. After letting out a small, barely audible sigh, the teacher looks at the white-haired girl. Now, Yoko. He then turns to the black-haired one. Kaio, please behave yourselves. Stop fucking all of our students. If both of you want to do it, then you can both go. Although they seem reluctant to accept this, they both nod. We ain't sharing this guy. Fine, if it has to be that way. Before I can even blink, they surround me on either side of my desk. It's pussy in stereo. Come on, let me show you around. She grabs me by the hand and starts tagging on it, making me stand up from my seat. I am sure you have many questions, so please allow me to be by your side. She respectfully offers her hand. Well, okay. What else can I say? Maybe if I talk to them both, I could start making sense of what's happening to me. Good thinking, Toro. You're doing a great job, buddy. After we walked some distance, the two of them turned to me. All right, you two. Yes? Something on your mind, darling? Darling? Aren't you being a bit too familiar with him, Naoko? I've already slept on his bed. Oh, that's her. Okay. That's why she's the uninvited girl. Okay, got it. We might as well be married now. You mean you broke into his house and couldn't stop yourself from sleeping on his bed? Still counts. Please listen to me. Who are you two, really? Why are you both here? What in the ever-loving fuck? Kaio turns her amber eyes back to me. Do you believe in there being more than you can see, Tor? Oh god, here's that music again. There's lots of things in the world which can't be explained. Like these perky breasts. Take a look at them. Where those things came from. That is where we both come from, too. In other words, we are spirits. Horny spirits. Is this what Grandpa meant, that I would not be alone? Do you have any proof of this? Are our tails and ears not sufficient proof? That's actually the most logical thing said so far. Those are probably fake for all I... Naoko immediately shoves her head underneath my hand. Feel for yourself. It's not a headband. You should probably check the tail, too, just to be safe. Oh, I get a decision. Pet her. I'm gonna pet her, obviously. Pet her. Begin rubbing her head, feeling her ears with my own fingertips, as opposed to her own fingertips, which would be even weirder. I cannot deny it. These ears, they're real. They have to be real. I pulled my hand away, startled. Aw, I was beginning to enjoy that petting. You really do have no dignity, Naoko. As representatives of the beyond, we must act dignified. God, speaking of cats, I got cat fur all over my nose. This is why I don't like being around you, Kaio. You're too much of a prude. Have you ever had any fun in your life at all? That is not why we are here. And could you explain to me why you were here then? To make a long story short, both of us were sent here through the Twin Gates. Those two buildings which you refer to as shrines. That place is the walls between worlds. Our most thin... Okay, good, fine. It's easy to go back and forth there. That's all well and good, but you're explaining the how. I need to know the why. Well, it's kind of our duty to send people over to this side to make sure everything is as it should be. What Naoko is trying to say is that we were sent to be the guardian spirits of this land, and will reside in your world until it is time to return to the beyond. Right! Obviously! Guardian spirits, huh? Anyway, the Ascension Festival will be on soon, and we will be fully anchored into your realm. Kaio told me that you're going to be our priest. She inches closer to me. I'm pretty lucky to get such a cute priest. Jesus. Cute? Is this girl seriously hitting on me? Spirit, please. Let's get back on track. Ascension Festival? That is the event which will fully establish in the world. To describe it in a way that you would understand, it will make us the patron gods of those two shrines. I'm not experienced with my duties, Toro, but please know that I will do my best to work with you. She respectfully bows her head before me. It's alright, I'm only training as a priest too. Don't be so formal, Toru. It's not going to be all dull and stiff with me. It will be if we do it right. Kaio, well, not dull, never mind. Kaio hasn't had fun in a single day in her existence, but trust me, Naoko draws much closer to me until her face is only a few centimeters away from mine. We're going to have lots of fun together, and know every single little thing about each other. Kaio seems to get irritated. Toru's not here for your personal pleasure. His arrival, speak for yourself, please. Don't tell her. It pisses me off. His arrival is a mark of respect for the ancient covenant between his family and our house. Oh, I'm beginning to understand now. So that's why everyone in my family... Anyway, we can talk more about this later. I'm just going to... Kaio simply stares at her. I would like to speak with him first. You can afterwards. Why should I let you take him first? The two of them begin to face off. I'm going to have a full-blown cat fight if I don't do something. Ah! Yeah! Oh, I know. Scissors, paper, rock. What are you saying? Oh, it's a game. Humans do this when they can't decide on something. I quickly show them the ropes of the game. Scissors, paper, rock. Nayoko has made a pair of scissors, while Kaio made a rock. Aw. Well, fine, you win this time. Have fun on your date. Kaio just shakes her head. Please come with me, Toru. As we walk off, I can't help but look back at the pouting Nayoko. Are you sure she will be fine? Yes, she will be fine. No contractions for these people, I've noticed. Kaio takes me out of the academy buildings. I am sorry that you had to see that. Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare, lady. Nayoko and I have never gotten along. That's fine. While I want to know more about that, what's important is that I make sense of all of this. So just let me put this all into my own words. Yes? You are two spirits sent down as guardians from some other world. When you are fully bound to this world, you will become the patron spirits of those two shrines, and this will happen during the Ascension. That is literally what they said. I don't see how I made that any simpler by repeating it. That is correct. My family has some sort of pact or covenant with your house. Also correct. Men from your family become priests and begin their training at the two gates, and help those who arrive from the beyond understand this world. But you're unusual in that we were the first ones to arrive, and we had to wait for you instead. So that's why you're at this school. You want to learn more about this world. Precisely. How strange that you end up in the same academy as us. Let alone the same room. I think it's strange that a couple of gods decided to go to high school. Are we just gonna ignore that? My grandfather's the one who enrolled me here. Still, fucking weird. That old man is up to something. I don't know what to say. There are many spirits in this world, and they manifest themselves in everything you see. I am just one of many, as is Nayoko. So there's many spirits around us right now? It's then that I begin to notice that strange atmosphere again. Something is at work around me. Precisely. For example, the playful spirits in the wind. It's then that I notice the wind pick up really strongly around us. What? Oh my! Wow! Everyone get there, Phil? In the back? Everyone? Alright. Jesus. The winds around us whip up, revealing something that nearly makes my eyes boggle. Underneath that skirt, Kaio is wearing black laced lingerie. Her face turns bright red as she realizes where I am looking. Her vagina. What are you... I never would have thought that she would be wearing something like that. So stop looking there. The spirits of the wind are playing a prank. Just pay no attention. She tries to push her skirt back down. The wind suddenly changes direction, forcing another part of the skirt up. No matter what she does, it seems hopeless. Interesting word for it. Her hands are flying all around her, but nothing seems to help. We're out in the garden too, meaning that there's nowhere to take shelter from the wind. I swear that I hear a disembodied giggle on the wind too. The damned wind spirits! How dare you embarrass me like this? Unlike the last time I saw her like this, she has completely lost her composure. That's completely understandable, considering that we're at school. More laughter echoes through the air. Where is that coming from? I look all around me. It's then that I see tiny little sparks of light in the air. The entire atmosphere around us looks like it's enchanted. It's happening again. Koro just seems at a loss with herself. Toro, please do something. But what should I do? You're a priest. Surely you know how to quell spirits. Right. Because this is Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't even begun my training. Perhaps I should just speak with them. A sudden clarity comes over me. Hey, you spirits. The wind suddenly stops. How? It's then that I see something akin to an invisible hand holding up the frills of Kaio's skirt. Look, you're really upsetting Kaio right now. So could you please stop? It's not that I hate the view or anything, but somehow seeing Kaio being teased like this is even hotter. It just does not seem right to me. Although I can hear some sort of disgruntled murmur echo through the air, the wind slowly dies down and the atmosphere around us begins to return to normal. Jesus Christ. After that particular incident, I think they mean peculiar, Kaio quickly returned inside. Nayoka seems to be rather smug. Ho ho ho, did something happen to you? It looks like it did, Kaio. Nothing of any sort happened. Really? I've heard some rumors among the spirits around here. The rumor mill travels fast in this world. Does something happen, Toru? I'm gonna say nothing happened. I'm gonna be respectful of the girl in the black lingerie, as I am apt to do in real life. Toru, nothing happened. Are you sure? Because I think something did happen. She leans in and whispers to Kaio, black lacy panties. Kaio looks like she's about to snap. Really, that's enough. Well, since you already know, I suppose there's no point in denying it. What exactly happened back there? I've never seen anything like that before. Did you notice the atmosphere change? Well, yes. And you've never noticed anything like that happen before? Not really, no. I've always been the skeptic among my friends. Especially where black underwear was concerned. You're opening your eyes. Opening my eyes. That would make sense. You're providing good insights for a change, Nayoko. Please, Mrs. Black Panties. Oh, so she's married to the Black Panties. Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. To put it as simply as I can, your family is well known as mediums and psychics. That is why a covenant was made with your family to become priests. People like you can slip in between worlds and see things other people normally wouldn't. Namely, you can see spirits. But you were so wrapped up in your denial that you couldn't see anything at all, because that's how it works. What she is saying does make sense. No, it doesn't. I only started noticing these things once I had seen Kaio at the shrine. As much as I want to deny it, I simply can't. Does this mean... Am I going to start seeing things like evil spirits too? Why would you see something like that? Yeah, you're right. Stupid question on my part. Malicious spirits aren't able to materialize themselves in your world under any circumstances. None at all? Seriously? That seems weird. You're completely safe, Toro. This game is going to be all about that sweet, sweet pudenda instead of monsters and actually frightening things. Oh, that's good then. That's a relief. So I'm not going to start seeing poltergeists or anything like that. Well, first off, poltergeists don't have shape. You can't see. Never mind. Poltergeists, you say? Nah, those don't exist. Sometimes things can become a bit bumpy between worlds. What do you call a poltergeist? It's just things shifting a little bit, of course. Kind of like tectonic plates rubbing up against each other. Okay. So you don't have anything to worry about, Toru. Okay, that's alright then. Don't you think we're being a bit inconsiderable, Nayoko? I do think you're being very inconsiderable, young lady. Maybe you are. Let's put this into perspective. Sorry, the computer's all slow now. He has denied the existence of spirits for 4 years. Don't you think that would have some difficulty? Don't you think that he would have difficulty coming to terms with everything that has happened? She must have noticed how much trouble I'm having with all of this. That's a fair point. Are you okay, Toru? What Kaio said was right. All of these things you've told me, and everything I've seen, it's a lot to take in. I don't even know how I'm going to be able to look after your shrines. I just rest my head on my desk. I've only just arrived here and my entire life has been flipped upside down by everything I've learned in the last 2 days. Don't worry, Toru. You aren't alone. I didn't even know what to expect when I passed through the 2 gates. Everything here is completely new to me as well. What she says is correct. The beyond is very different to your world. There are plenty of spirits who flutter in between those 2 places, but Nayoko and I, we weren't even aware that this existed until recently. Seriously? That is correct. We did not know what to expect when we arrived. So I understand how you feel, Toru. She respectfully bows before me again. I'm sorry that I was not more considerable of your own feelings. Me too. I must be hard for you as well. No, you don't need to be like that. If anything, it's my grandpa who owes me an explanation. Oh yes, your grandpa. Always loved the smells which come from his kitchen. is kitchen. How long have you been sneaking into my house for? Sneaking in? How dare you make me out to be something like a cat burglar? Shut up! He let me stay there. That old man knew about her the entire time. Right, well, I really need to have a chat with him about a few things. What I realize now is that he really was telling me the truth this whole time. He had not tried to hide anything from me at all, in fact. Now that my eyes are opening, as Nayoko put it, I should really apologize to him when I get home. The teacher returns to the room then. Kaio, Nayoko? How's it been going? Fine. Just fine. Right. I trust there were no incidents? Not at all. Nothing happened. The teacher turns to me. Nothing happened, right? I better not cause any fuss. Yep, everything's fine. Class will be starting again soon. If you need some peace and quiet, Toru, we can talk at another time. Yep, that's no problem at all. Alright, I guess we'll talk later. I need some time to myself. Just a moment to work everything out. To work everything out after those black panties. Nayoko and Kaio left me alone for the rest of the day. Now it's time to head home. I feel so unbelievably tired. Spirits are real, there's another world beyond this one, and I'm some sort of medium. It feels like the foundation I built my life on had been torn out from underneath me. Even as I'm just walking along, I swear that the entire world around me looks different. Colors are just a little bit brighter. I see little shimmers of light in the air, and I swear that I'm starting to hear whispers on the wind. Even though this all seems like I'm going insane, this is not exactly unpleasant. Looking out towards the coastline, the sun's orange rays glimmer across the water's surface. Is this how I'm going to be seeing things from now on? Sitting in the middle of two worlds and not really knowing which is which? No, I did not think it would be that confusing. And they told me there's no such thing as evil spirits in this world. Which seems awfully convenient to the story, but whatever. Those wind spirits are kind of mean to Kaio, but I'm sure there was no malice in it. Slowly, I may make my way back home and knock on the front door. Oh, now who could it be? Please let me in, Grandpa. Now you sound like a grouch. Did you have a rough first day? It does sometimes happen, Toru. Just let me in. We need to talk. All right. I hear the lock on the door click. Dinner's already cooking. I can smell it from here. Are you hungry, Toru? I bet you're going to love what I'm making tonight. Cat girl stew. Not really hungry. Grandpa, yeah? What is it? I'd like to tell you that I'm sorry. Sorry because I realize now that you're just trying to get me laid with some hot cat bitches. I never thought that anything you said was true. Oh. He gives me a cheesy grin. Your eyes are opening, are they? I knew it. You saw them too. Hot giraffe women. Ah, giraffe women with necks as tall as houses. You mean Kaio and Nayoko? That's right. Those two stray cats were hanging around the shrines. They've been waiting for their priest for quite a while, you know. Strays, why do you call them that? Well, they technically aren't the patron spirits of those shrines yet. That's why you're here. You're going to perform the rites of ascension for them. Rites of ascension. Yes, they explained the rites of ascension already. Don't worry too much about that right now, but yeah, that's what you're going to do. Yeah, that's what's happening. I feel like I'm on the edge of a nervous breakdown. I'm sure they mentioned it sometime today, but they need to host the Ascension Festival. Then they can become the true spirits of this land. That's the third time. I got it. You don't have to re-explain every little thing to me. That's where we come in. We come from a long line of priests, mediums. Yeah, got it. Oh my God, why do you have to repeat everything? All this repetition between boobs. I know it's a lot to swallow so quickly, so don't worry. Grandpa's 100% behind you, which actually sounds more foreboding than anything else. I think I'd like to go straight to bed today. Take some dinner with you. He shoves a plate of food into my hand. Try out the cherry tomatoes. Plenty of lemon juice and sea salt for extra zest. Sounds good. Slowly, I walk upstairs with the plate. Wait. The door of my room isn't closed. Again. Don't tell me that damn cut sneaked in there. Cut? Okay. Alright, Nayoko. You can't stay in there. I take a step inside. Jesus! Oh my God! Nayoko, you can't stay inside with the boobs in the butt. You! She's peering up at me from the floor from a very awkward angle. Her alabaster skin is barely contained by her meager outfit. That's a good word for it. She doesn't really seem that embarrassed either. What on earth are you doing? Earth? Her tail wags from side to side. We aren't really there right now. I told you that we slip in and out of worlds all the time. Is that what you call it? I know that you only arrived here very shortly, but you know exactly what you mean. Where are your clothes? Seriously, her panties are way too small for her. No, I have to keep my composure. Look, you can't just turn in my room dressed like this, okay? She just looks at me quizzically. Why do we need clothes if I'm not outside? That's an excellent question. After all, it's just me and you in your room now. There's nothing wrong with seeing me like this if it's just you, right? You're absolutely right. Her chest presses up against the wooden floor as she stretches herself out. That looks so painful. It looks like it really hurts. She nearly slips out of her loosely hanging bra. We need to get to know each other too, don't we? I want to know everything about you, Toru. Look, you already brought me your grandfather's cooking. She smiles happily. I just know that we're going to get along great. This isn't for you. Her tail droops down. Oh, it isn't? Can I have a little bit, please? She sits up, her bra almost slipping off completely. Don't move! Don't move! Why not? Just don't, okay? Because I have all kinds of questions about whether or not it's okay to have sex with a girl who's part cat. I'll give you my dinner as long as you don't move. Okay. I put the plate down on the ground, just within reach of her. She sniffs it. She bats at it. She turns her nose up. What? Is something wrong with it? I don't like tomatoes. You can have them. Really? I can't help but let out a heavy sigh. Beggars can't be choosers, you know. Is that the wisdom of priests that I give her? They can't sew. I can only shake my head. Please put some clothes on. What? Don't you like it or something? Don't you like it or something? What the fuck does that mean? I thought I was pretty cute. Doesn't have anything to do with how cute you are. Really, though. It's for my own sake. Just seeing her like this makes my heart race. If I'm not careful, I might end up fucking her. Okay. Ah, your face is all red. You look really cute like this. I like you even more, Toru. Enough of that already. How am I going to get some rest with this cat in the room? What a night this is going to be. When I wake up in the morning, Naoko isn't in my room. But I can't help but notice all the noise downstairs. Ah, there you are, Toru. You're up early today, you know. Ah, there she is. Seated at the kitchen table, Naoko looks up at me. She mumbles through her mouth something which sounds like good morning. You didn't tell me you had a friend staying with you today, Toru. He nudges me with his elbow. I said you were going to have some luck with the ladies once you moved here. Please don't tease me about that. You look really tired, Toru. Did you get much sleep? Not really, no. When I tried to go to bed, Naoko ended up sleeping on top of me. Fucking nightmare. Damn cat. I suppose it's part of the job. I guess I can't be mad at her. This job wasn't supposed to be easy after all. Well then, Toru, I hope you're ready for the big day. We're starting your training. But what about school? I already sent them a letter that you aren't feeling well. You had an entire day of classes. What the fuck do you need any more for? You got the whole day off to train with Naoko. It's gonna be great, Toru. I haven't shown you the shrine yet. That's right, you only checked out Kaio's shrine, didn't you? Well, yeah. So it isn't fair that you only go to her shrine. Alright, there's no need to get mad. Grandpa just grins at me. What a smooth operator we have here. That attitude is going to be important in your training, Toru. Now hurry up and eat. You're going to be heading out very soon. What do you mean by you're? Aren't you going to come with? No. Naoko can help you learn everything you need to know. And then some. Be spending more time alone with this cat. Guess I'll just have to bear with it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sakura Shrine Girls Part 2. Hope you're enjoying all the boobs and the cats and the what have you. This is Phil Plays A Porno. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to be doing this every Saturday, I've decided. I figure it'll be a nice little way to end the week with some healthy and completely untasteful tits and ass. In the meantime, in between time, my name is Phil the Conquistadork. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Sneak a little bourbon past Porky, but you better not drink it slow. Sneak a little vodka past Wifey, Wifey don't have to know. Sneak a little whiskey past Mommy, make your sister never tell. Or sneak a little bottle past Capone, or else you'll go to hell. If Daddy don't sneak a little Drinky, Daddy gets sad and blue. Sneak a little Drinky, sneakity-doo. Sneak a little Drinky past you. Sneak a little Drinky, sneakity-doo. Sneak a little Drinky past you. Sneak a little Drinky, sneakity-doo. La-di-da-di-da-da-da.